Okay then, Matt, so basically the yellow line represents kind of like the middle part of your face, so there's a sort of right edge of the face where your head sort of starts off just behind the golf ball, kind of, as we can see there, okay? Stance was a little bit narrow before, so get it a little bit wider will help this sort of hip movement now move correctly. If your stance gets too narrow, you can't really move that and you lose a bit of balance, okay? The blue line now, okay, is kind of where the ball is. Actually, the blue line on this one, the yellow on that one, that's sort of the middle part on behind the ball there, okay? The yellow line on this left-hand one's where you move to, as you'll see now, as you come back to. Okay, there now, because you're not moving to the left, watch your head kind of popping up and back. So impact, that yellow line now is through the middle of your head, and that's behind the golf ball. A bit too much more than you want to, okay? Catching the ground a bit early, club working a bit more around the corner to the left, toey shots potentially, club twisting, gripping tighter to stop it twisting, which is not going to cure it, but it's what we always tend to see, okay? So, as you swing here now, this kind of movement, bump, bump, move the lower half now towards target, so there's a wall there, okay? You're moving your hip towards that wall as the arms drop. There's no pull or yank or just let your arm just falling down, almost like a kettlebell swing up down, and just let your arm kind of swing this way, okay? Up the top, loose with this shoulder joint, let the arms fall, okay? As the arms then fall back down, okay, you do that 1, 2, 3 times, come back down there, that's good. Club face a little open as we can see, when you kind of led it a bit with the hands too much rather than the shaft lean, I was more kind of just pushing the hands forward. Alright, and then as you come back there, that was a better club face there. Then back to golf ball and then hit. Here's your impact position. There, you can see now impact. You're now on top of the golf ball a lot more with your lower half. So your top half, your lower half now has moved this way. That shifted quite a lot to target. It starts off kind of, both legs are kind of either side of the golf ball. As you come through, you've moved that shift to the side with the lower half, yeah? The top half, though, is still staying nicely behind, but it's moving in the right way, so it's not popping up backwards and then falling off the golf ball, yeah? And that's the key thing with golfers. If we sort of look at these here now in terms of your impact positions there, that line, okay, what we're looking for, whereas this one here now, behind the ball too much, okay? As you come into impact here, it's kind of like up and away at the shot, leaning back a little bit, legs sort of popping in, straightening a little bit, whereas this one now, you're kind of moving onto the golf ball, good strike, and then through to your 5 position, which is kind of a bit shorter than normal because you weren't obviously doing a full swing, I guess. But it's that movement of this lower half moving like so. As I said, when you first start the golf ball, your lower half kind of either side of the golf ball there. As you come into impact, okay, all right, sorry, not too far. Come back. There, you can see now. Your lower half now has shifted over there. Just gone from the blue line and moved to target, as I think you'd normally do, Matt, if you're going to throw a ball, give a pebble, throw a frisbee or play tennis, or any kind of force or energy in that direction. That's where your lower half's going to move. And that's the thing that creates that kind of tension and torque as you pull, not kind of moving back this way. If you try to whack it with the arms in the last second too much and the body's going to try and stay still, and I think a lot of times it will try to stay still if you're playing badly, and also if your feet get too narrow, you have to stay still. If you try and move now, you shift, you fall over. So staying more on top of the golf ball, making sure there's a move there, just cause you to sort of come up at the shot, and that creates that sort of pushy, cutty one. So it started right, it would go further right. If you use the club face with the hand to square it up and so on, it would start left and draw left. We want to try and get the ball either starting just left of target and drifting back, which to me I think seems your kind of stock, comfortable shot. You seem happier with the ball just starting 5 yards left and just drifting to the right, which is fine. I mean, most of the tour players want to hit that shot anyway. It's a safer shot. The hook's always a bit aggressive and a bit, you get into trouble, can't it? Okay.
The other way, from the draw.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah, but the thing is, I think in time, once you start getting, when your body gets on the ball on the left side, more to impact with the lower half, you can get a draw. If you're on your back foot leaning back this way to try and get a draw from to try and change the path, you just thin it. So you can't do it, okay, because the path won't match up with the body that you see. So, make sense?
Yes.